Yo, what's up, everybody? Yes, it's me. I'm finally back with a new video. And as you can probably tell by the title, listen, I know it may be wrong for a few of you, but to me, in my personal opinion, it's true. Getting out of iron, bronze, and silver is so much more difficult than getting out of like diamond or something, right? Hear me out, okay? And I sound so happy, by the way, because I just won a match. And no, I deranked from bronze 2 to bronze 1. What was it? Friday night? That was bad. So I was really mad about that, you know. And that's actually one of my points. This game is not one of my points. The footage that I'm showing you, the background gameplay, that was actually a really good game of mine. On Summit, I dropped like a 30 bomb, I want to say. I went crazy. But, so, just won a match, just got back to Bronze 2, which is my peak rank. Been trying to hit Bronze 3. It's so hard, though. I was hard stuck iron for so long. So long, I cannot lie. I was hard stuck iron for a while, right? Now listen, the reason I have been hard stuck iron, or I was hard stuck iron for a while, sorry, was because of the people. See, don't get me wrong. I know people do this all the time. I know people make videos like, oh yeah, getting to Immortal with randoms as my teammates. Cool. You've already been Immortal before. That's an unfair challenge. Like, that's legit just unfair. It's an easier way for them to do that challenge because their peak rank is already that of what they're trying to get to, or higher. They've already gotten close to that milestone, or have gotten to that milestone for the challenge. Like, don't get me wrong, I love watching those challenge videos and everything, but it's like, it's so easy for y'all because y'all have already gotten there. For me, I'm a very competitive person. Very, right? When it comes to games, I'm very competitive. I try to be the best I can, and especially with Valorant recently. Because, of course, Valorant is like my main game right now. I love Valorant. But, don't get me wrong. I've met so many cool people through comp matches, having randoms as my teammates. But listen here. When I solo queue, it could possibly be the worst thing possible. I have at least 4 examples, basically of the same thing. First example, it's a bit different from the other ones. One of my first comp matches. No, not one of my first comp matches. I wouldn't say recently. I want to say it was like maybe a month ago. This is when I was Iron 3 still, trying to get to Bronze 1. So there was this one match. And I play with a friend a lot. You've seen her in the footage and stuff. I play with her a ton. She's my duo and everything. We're a great duo. Like, I love playing with her. So my thing is, in this match, we got into a comp match together. You know, we decided like, we were playing a bit, you know. We wanted to play some comp together. And I think this was one of her games to get her ranked. Because, of course, I think at the time she was unranked. I'm not sure. Of course, now she's ranked and everything. But, so this match, I believe we had a cheater on the other team. Their Phoenix. There was this Phoenix on Haven. All he would hit was straight headshots. And all I was thinking was either he's cheating or he's a smurf. Because I swear, all this guy was hitting it was straight headshots. I swear. I don't know what it was. Pretty sure he was cheating. And then also, a guy on my team, you know, Arena. Don't remember what either of their names were, but Reyna really made me mad. Because you know why? Because he left. Okay? Listen, I know you could do the remake, right? But listen here. He was gone for the first round. Came back the second and like played the second and third rounds. Maybe the fourth. And then just completely left. Completely went AFK and just, I'm pretty sure just quit the game. Pretty sure he just F5'd or something. Or not F5'd, Alt F4'd or whatever. And I lost a lot of RR from that game. You know, I was very mad from that. Because I'm pretty sure there was a cheater and that guy. That was pretty different from my other 3 examples. So of course, you know, cheaters are common in games. These people though, these next 3 examples I have for you are some of the most annoying people to deal with in comp, in Valorant. Because they got perfect characters for it, you know? Riot has to make perfect characters for these people. Example number 2. Playing with my duo again. You know? Just a nice little Lotus match. Me personally, I love Lotus. I usually play good on Lotus. Lotus is beautiful map. Great, in my opinion, because I know how to play him very well. Great for Taeho. Great map for Taeho. There's a lot of spots where his ult is amazing. There's a perfect one. Might have to show you guys. Might have to show you the Taeho special on Summit. That's for another video though. Giving out too much info about that. So back to what I was saying. Normal Lotus match. You know, perfect. Thought it was gonna go good. You know, I think this was close to, I think I was at like 50 RR in Bronze 1 at this point. Maybe I was still Iron 3, I have no clue. Actually no, I think I was still Iron 3 because this was pretty close. It was either I was high Iron 3 or like just got to Bronze 1. Because I remember this game being close to the one with the guy I thought cheated. So, in this Lotus match, we had a deadlock. Take a moment to think of the possibilities, what a deadlock could do to sell your game. Of course, you know, he goes AFK for the first few rounds, comes back, starts trolling instantly, starts using the little buddy thing, not buddy, the, what is that called? Let me check real quick. I can't remember what it's called. It's one of the flex. He started using one of the flexes, right? He pulled out the StatCom Flex, the little phone. You know, okay. Very normal thing, just to like be goofy with it and stuff, you know? Tell me why. Tell me why. He keeps using that. Even when we're in fights. And then, of course, like I said, take a moment to think about the deadlock. Picking Deadlock. Deadlock is the perfect character to troll your teammates with. If you don't understand, if you don't remember Deadlock, let me give you a rundown. She's got a little grenade trap thingy to, like, stun you, basically, right? where it makes you slow and everything. You can use that on your teammates and the enemies. She's got the little forward barrier kind of thing, right? She used that to trap us in tiny corners. Into corners where the enemies could easily, of course, shoot through the barrier, because that's a deadlock thing. That's a thing for deadlock, perfect. Perfect thing, She's got the barrier. It's mainly her barrier and her grenade net. That's what really made me. He constantly used those two things to stun us and to stop us from, of course, to sell our comp match. Because, that's perfect. I always love it when my teammates sell my comp matches. So fun, right? Sure. I love it when my teammates sell my comp matches. That was just one game. Right? That was one game. Second game. Okay. I was solo queue. Because, I play a lot of solo queuing. I do a lot of solo queuing just so I don't have to wait for my duo or some other friends to hop on. Okay? You understand, right? So, usually my solo queuing goes pretty well. Usually I get some really cool people. They're super chill and everything. I've met some really nice people, like I said, I've met so many cool people while solo queuing comp. I get into another match. This match, right? Lotus again. Like I said, I love Lotus. Usually all my Lotus matches go well. Reminder, it's a comp match, a competitive match, where it matters with your rank. Actually, now that I think about it, saying the rank, I have a 5th and final one to tell you. Ow! Sorry, I just hit my knee trying to lift my leg up. Okay. Let's keep going on the story of number 3. Lotus again, like I said. No, I have Valorant Tracker so I can see who's duoed and everything and what ranks they are. I see the saves that we had and the deadlock that we had were duoed, right? I'm pretty sure our team comp was me, Teho, Omen, Clove, Deadlock, and Sage. Which, the team comp doesn't really matter. What matters is the duo. I look on the other team. Their names, because, it shows their names before. There's another duo on the other side. Know what they were? E-girls. Perfect, right? Perfect. Like, cool. If you're an e-girl, I don't care. Be an e-girl. Be happy. Do whatever you want. You know what happens, though? Want to know what happens? I have to go through the duo selling my game for these little e-girls. Because, Sage was like, oh yeah, Deadlock's looking for an e-girl. Do you guys want to run some after this? They were literally chatting back and forth. Team to team. And I got the unlucky side. Where I had the 2 teammates that were selling my game. For 2 little e-girls. Right. 2 e-girls. 2 e-girls. Like, did you really have to sell my game for all that? two things they did. Of course, you know, Sage and Deadlock are two perfect characters, two peas in a pod for this stuff. Two peas in a pod. And, mind you, just to let you know, these two guys were absolute dickheads anyways. I try not to say stuff like this. I'm not trying to say stuff like this on my channel, but it gets to a point. These guys were absolute dickheads. When I mean dickheads, I mean dickheads. Like, they were purposefully selling our game. They were being rude to our Omen and our Clove. Just being complete dickheads, you know? And, of course, Sage has her slow orb. Like, I gave you the Deadlock stuff. Sage also has her wall. And I remember a specific moment of these two guys body blocking me. And also, there was one round where we were on defense. You know, perfect. Gotta love defense. Gotta love defense with two guys who want to mess around and sell your comp match. So you know what they do? It's me and those two left, right? They try to slow me down as much as possible to not defuse the bomb. And they go back and forth. Pretending to defuse the bomb. They were tapping the bomb, going back and forth. I tried my hardest to get the bomb, but I couldn't do anything. So, of course, you know, we lost that match. Because of two guys who wanted to impress their little E-kittens. Their little Valorant E-kittens. No wonder you're iron and bronze. You're never gonna get anywhere. Just had to say that. I'm still mad about that moment. Because, you know, I report these people and everything. I report them for what they do. Valorant doesn't really care. They don't really care. You know, I thought they would give me some RR back for them literally selling my game. You know what Valorant does? Sends me a thing in-game about, thank you for your report. A player has been penalized. Your report of a player sabotaging the team was verified and the player you reported was penalized. Thanks for helping keep our community safe. That's all I get. I don't get no RR back. I don't get any RR back from getting my game completely sold. Purposefully. On to our fourth example, which was really recent. Very recent. This happened Friday. I was solo queuing. Right. No, I played a match prior. Didn't do too good. I was playing with some friends. They got off. I was like, might as well run another one. Mind you, that match that I played with them prior, I lost. We had lost, and I got down to bronze to 0 RR. Right? Now listen. Listen to this. I get in, thinking I'm gonna have a good game. It's Haven. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play Reyna. I got Haven the last round. I usually do good with Reyna on Haven. She's a good duelist for Haven. I like her. Know what happens next? I get a Phoenix on my team, right? He says, oh, just to let y'all know, it's my first time playing, and I'm on my uncle's account. Something I already don't believe. You know, my other three teammates, though, they were so cool. I can't lie. These other three were so cool. They were so nice and everything. They were awesome. Don't get me wrong. I loved that team. I loved it. We tried our hardest to do something, but we couldn't do anything. Because you know what our Phoenix did? Our Phoenix decided, you know what? I'm going to ruin these people's comp match. And I'm going to hide in corners and say, and type in team chat, sorry guys, I was scared. How are you about to play a competitive game and tell us you're scared? How are you about to tell us you're scared? It's Valorant. What is scary about Valorant? Nothing. Nothing is scary about Valorant. How are you scared? He was just purposefully throwing. So, you know, that's how I actually dropped back down to Bronze 1 because of that match. Let me see. I definitely have that somewhere. Oh yeah, I lost 30 RR that match. No, that's the wrong match. Wait. Yeah, no, that was the wrong match. Oh, so never mind. The game prior that I was talking about that I played with my friends, I lost 19. Okay, yeah, never mind. This is the game that made me derank, like I said. Sorry, I got confused for a second. I don't know what I was saying. But, you know. Of course. He sold our match. He was also a bit of a dickhead. I'm gonna say that too. Because he was talking about, oh, let me know when you're higher than me. He was 6-11, mind you. And then next round, I was like 4 and something, right? Then I get to 7 and that, and I'm above him. And I was like, oh, Phoenix. Let somebody know when you're above them, or when they're above you. I was above him. I had to let him know to sit down. Not a great match at all, though. Because the other team had a silver 3 anyways. No. He purposefully sold, which I'm very mad about. I'm very mad about that game. Because he, like I said, he completely sold purposefully. There's nothing I can really do about it, though, of course. So, on to the 5th and final one. Listen. I hate 5 stacking. You know why I hate 5 stacking? Because tell me why. I go into a 5 stack with some of my friends. We never do good in 5 stacking. I don't know why we 5 stacked. We never play good when we 5 stack. This match, right? Guess what? Of course, usually 5 stacks go against other 5 stacks. Our highest player was bronze 2 or 3 in that lobby. I want to say bronze 3. Know who we had to go up against? We had to go up against a gold 1. See, now the thing is with that, I'm pretty sure he couldn't play with them. Because you know what his team was? I could easily find this match too. It was a Lotus. I lost 20 RR from it. Gold 1, right? Playing with a bronze 2, an unranked, an iron 3, and an iron 1. I'm pretty sure he's not able to play with them. I'm pretty sure Valorant system, you know, makes that impossible, but somehow it worked. But that's all I had to talk about today. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to me just yap on and on about how it's so hard to get out of iron, bronze, and silver lobbies. That's just my opinion. Like I said, though, you might have an opinion about how it's harder to get out of gold and plat and diamonds. But just in my opinion, it's a lot harder to get out of iron and bronze because of the people you get, the people you could possibly get. That's all though. Hopefully I'll stream sometime this week. But other than that, should be another video coming out soon. I'm definitely going to make another video sometime this week. But that's really it. Thank you all for watching. Bye.